Dan Snyder is finally dead. No, not really. He's not actually dead, but he is officially gone from the Washington Commanders organization. A new era has begun. Josh Harris is now the majority owner of the Washington Commanders. It is now official. The vote finally came in. Dan Snyder tried to kill it a little bit here, but it didn't work. The NFL owners have officially kicked Dan Snyder out of this league, and now a new dawn has risen here in the nation's capital. Now, on today's show, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 reasons why I am so excited for this new regime to be coming in. I really think Josh Harris is going to do a good job as the new owner, and I think it's going to bring a lot of good things for this organization. So without further ado, let's roll it. All right, before we get things going on today's show, show some love right now. And if you're celebrating the Dan Snyder firing, essentially what it is right here by the NFL, go ahead and click that thumbs up icon right now and like today's video. Now let's get into the 5 reasons why I'm excited about this move here, this new era that has begun here in Washington. Number 1 is obvious. Dan Snyder is no longer here. This is the best move that any team in the NFL has made the entire offseason, either on or off the field. Getting rid of this guy was the best thing the Commanders could have done for this organization. Just take a look at these numbers, man. 24 seasons of the Dan Snyder era, only a 25% playoff rate there with just 6 appearances, less than 20% in terms of NFC East titles with just 4, only 3 double-digit win seasons. Remember, they won an NFC title by just winning 9 games one season. 0 NFC championship appearances, let alone Super Bowls, 27 quarterbacks in those 24 years, cycling through 10 head coaches, 32nd in attendance, and overseeing the worst run stadium in this league in FedEx Field. And then the win percentage was 27th in the NFL during that time period with just 42.7. So it's obviously great that Dan Snyder is gone, and in comes Josh Harris and this great group of owners that he's got, and you've got some experienced leadership finally coming in here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Josh Harris is going to do here as the main executive of the Commanders franchise. Of course, he's got a ton of experience, man. He's been the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers in the NFL, or in the NBA, I should say, since 2011, and then the New Jersey Devils in the NHL since 2013. So he's got a ton of experience heading an organization, a sports organization, and I'm super, super excited to see what he's going to be able to do for the Washington Commanders, bringing in potentially a new stadium, maybe even some new uniforms, maybe a new name. We'll get into that here in just a second here, but it's red pen time. Great Josh Harris as the new owner here of the Washington Commanders. How good of a job do you think he's going to do? Give me an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F down there in the comments. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show, so YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. Take advantage of that time by grading Josh Harris as the new owner. For me, I'm going to give it an A because just about anything is an A in comparison to what we had to deal with here over the last 2 decades plus with Dan Snyder. Okay, the Snyder family, they can go suck a big you-know-what, all right? They can go away. Let's bring in Josh Harris. I think he's going to be fucking fantastic with that A. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do here as the owner of this team. Now let's go into point number 3 here. There's going to be a lot of new for the Washington Commanders here heading into the future. I think that Josh Harris is going to build a new stadium. I don't know exactly where it's going to be. There's going to be new facilities. There's going to be new administration. There's going to be people fired. There's going to be people hired, including potentially head coach Ron Rivera here. And then, of course, new owners, right? You got a lot of minority owners in this group, including Magic Johnson, former superstar point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. So having those names and those faces in the stands is going to be so refreshing here, starting with the 2023 season. And I can't wait to see all the new stuff that comes here with the Commanders, including maybe a new name. I know a lot of fans are clamoring for a change of the name. There's not a whole lot of Commanders fans that like the name Commanders, so it'll definitely be interesting to see what kind of ideas Harris and his group of minority owners bring to the nation's capital. Now, I've got a couple more points that I want to go over here in just a sec, but first, check out our friends at Fanatics, and they've got a great t-shirt combo for your Washington Commanders on their website right now. Go chatsports.com/Commanders combo to get your hands on these awesome pair of t-shirts, right? I love that burgundy t-shirt there with the with the Washington Commanders helmet on there. Then I really like the white long sleeve as well, particularly for those summer months when it gets hot and you still want to wear a long sleeve. White is going to do a lot better than, say, a black or a burgundy or some other kind of color. Really think this is a great combo for you if you need some more burgundy and gold in your closet just in time for the 2023 season. Go to chatsports.com/Commanders combo. If you use that link, they'll know that we sent you. All right, number 4 on my list of why I'm excited for Josh Harris to take over as the new owner here is that there's going to be a sense of urgency right away. He's keeping a lot of the administration on board, at least to start here, which I think is a very smart move because it forces everyone in the building to prove their worth, including head coach Ron Rivera, who I think it's going to be playoffs or bust for Rivera this year, plain and simply because he's had 2 disappointing seasons in a row after making the playoffs in 2020. He needs to get back into the postseason this year, or else I think this team is going to fall by the wayside, or I think they're going to get replaced. And I think that's a good way to start things off. You know, really light a fire under these guys' asses a little bit and get them to perform well. Otherwise, we're going to bring in new people. We're going to bring in new energy, and I think that's a really good thing for this organization moving forward. And then finally here, if everything goes according to plan here, a return to glory is coming for Washington football and this franchise. Of course, this is a storied franchise, 4 Super Bowl championships. Joe Gibbs is one of the best head coaches in the history of the National Football League, and I'm hoping that this new regime here in the nation's capital is going to bring this storied franchise back to that level of glory and that level of competitiveness that these fans really just deserve. I mean, this fan base absolutely deserves that. After what we've had to deal with over the last 25 years, essentially, this is exactly what the Commanders need, in my opinion. A new ownership group, maybe a new head coach if the team doesn't do well this year. A new, fresh start is exactly what the Commanders franchise needs heading into the future, and I'm super excited to see where this organization is going to be ending up going here in 2023 and beyond. So again, here's my list of reasons why I'm so excited for the new era here to start with Josh Harris, and why I'm so excited that Dan Snyder is finally out the door. So now predict it for me down in the comment section. Will the Commanders win a title in the next 10 years? Give me a yes or give me a no. Let me know how you're feeling about the Washington football franchise down there in the comment section. That's going to be it for me today, Commanders fans. Really do appreciate all the support. It is a big day in Commanders history. Go out and celebrate by hitting that subscribe button as well, man. We're going to be covering this new era from the start to forever, hopefully, here. So let's go ahead, click that subscribe button. We're going to have a bunch of great Commanders content coming your way here over the next couple of days and weeks leading up to the 2023 season. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button for me right now.